So the first time the RDA helped us out was in the overall concept for our Highland Games. One of the staff people had visited Edmonton and came back with lots of ideas that were generated from best practices tour that she had there, best practices in events and festivals. So we got a lot of food for thought from that. We are in the midst of growing our games. They're one of the signature tourist events of the province of Nova Scotia. And so these kind of big ideas can really help us at this point in time. We also had help in terms of an infrastructure project that we're working on. We are hoping to develop the field that we use for the Highland Games. They also helped us with community consultation around the project. A third way that we were helped by the RDA was through an economic impact study of the Highland Games. The Highland Games are one of perhaps the biggest tourist event in Antigonish, and in order for the Highland Society to continue to put on a good show, we rely on the business community, the town, the county, and others to financially support the games, and we like to be able to go to them and show what a great economic impact the Highland Games have. Now we're working on another important project for us, which is the strategic planning for the next 4 years. We're celebrating two big anniversaries. One is the 150th anniversary of the Society, and the next is the 150th anniversary of the Highland Games in 2013. And we want to develop plans that will help us celebrate those two anniversaries and to use these anniversaries as a way to launch a new and expanded festival into the future. So the RDA is really helping us to do that strategic planning. We're in the process now, and we have 5 of our Highland Society members working with a staff person at the RDA. So overall, the RDA has been a tremendous asset for the Highland Society in the past 2 years, and even beyond that, before that.
So the Antigonish Regional Development Authority brought together some different groups involved in the local food movement in Antigonish, and they set up meetings so we could talk about putting together this brochure, and made it useful and allowed input from different groups. Some of those different groups were Voices, the Antigonish Farmers Market, Guysborough Antigonish Straight Health Authority, and the Department of Agriculture.
The Antigonish RDA is an important part of the Community Liaison Committee. It has very strong contacts within the community and can reflect the ideas and the concerns and the positions of people within the community. While the Community Liaison Committee is focused primarily on the construction of the highway and potential impacts that construction may have, the RDA can look at bigger picture items, and those would include things like the impact on businesses by being bypassed, the impact on the community as a whole, impact on tourism, and perhaps things like seizing an opportunity like creating a new marketing plan for the area or building a tourism information center. So the CLC is able to, by not concerning itself so much with those issues, focus primarily on the construction-related issues, while the RDA does really good work in determining what the community thinks of these other issues through their extensive contacts in the community.